I'm joined now by Taylor Turner, who is fighting for Bellator 271 this coming Friday against Valerie Loureda in the flyweight division. Taylor, how are we today?
I'm doing really good. Just sitting in my hotel room, quarantine, talking to some awesome reporters. So,
There you go. Well, you just got down to Miami. Tell me about how your training camp went and everything, and how you're feeling.
yeah. So I fought recently in September. And so right after that, I kind of was traveling with one of my teammates out to the UFC for her fight. So, kind of stayed in her camp, got back, just had like a week or two, and then heard about this. So really, I've stayed in a sort of fight camp with enough of a break to let my body heal. So I'm feeling really good. I'm just ready. So just got done doing this. I've been surrounded by MMA, so it's nice to be able to jump right back in.
It's a much quicker turnaround than your last fight when you before your previous fight.
Yes.
It'd been about a year, so I'm sure it feels good to be getting right back in there after having some time away.
Oh, for sure. I've been in this game for a long time, for like 10, 11 years. So really, especially in the beginning, there wasn't a whole lot of women's MMA around. So I'm actually more used to, in some ways, having some time off and take what you can when it comes. So this really isn't out of my wheelhouse or anything new. It's just kind of how the fight game has always been for me.
Right. And like I said, you're fighting Valerie Loureda. Obviously, she's one of those blue chip prospects that Bellator's loving to push. They have her on a lot of their promos and all of that. This isn't your first time fighting somebody like that. You fought Heather Hardy after she was coming off of her first loss. It's a very similar situation. But give me your thoughts on Valerie as an opponent and how you think the fight will go.
Yeah, well, obviously she's got an acclaimed name for a reason. She's got a lot of karate behind her, and she's a power striker and she's hungry. That's one of the best things I think about coming up when you're young and getting to start like she did, as young as she is in the game. You're hungrier. You got it. You don't have the years of wear and tear on you. So I know she's a tough opponent for sure. But yeah, I'd say the Heather Hardy fight taught me a lot of kind of coming in, being that underdog, and nobody really caring about your name or anything. So, it was yet again like everything has led me up to this moment, I think, and it makes me that much more just excited to go back out there and do it again. So, yeah, I just have to watch for her power and all that stuff and kind of go from there.
Yeah, what do you think Bellator sees in you that they keep giving you these type of fighters that they're trying to promote, and um, they are just, for lack of a better word, they might be trying to use you as like a barometer for their talent, or what? How do you take that?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, as I keep saying, I've been in this for a while, so I understand the concept. And we have our own fight promotion too in Knoxville. So I understand the concept of you need to bring people in. Sometimes is the underdog, see kind of how it goes for fighters to give them a good look. I hope I was running the other day and I do a lot of my thinking when I was running. And I was like, maybe I'm just kind of, that old show Gladiators and stuff. I'm like Bellator's Gladiator. Like, I'm kind of at this level where they're like, okay, let's see if they can get past her. If they can get past her, I'm not at the top of their game. I'm not hopefully at the bottom either, but more of a gatekeeper-ish type. I don't know. Um, so hopefully they see enough in me. I know after my Alejandro fight, that wasn't my best show, so that was disappointing. But I'm grateful that they keep giving me a shot that I can at least, give a good look and I'm skilled and go out there and you know make my opponent work hard too. So that's what I'm hoping they see. We have to ask them to know for sure.
Sure. So obviously you train out of Knoxville MMA, but Knoxville MMA also has Ovin St. Preux fighting in Las Vegas for UFC this weekend. So can you sort of give me the details about how your coaches and the camp's going to be split up between the two of you?
Yeah, to be honest though, Vince is not fighting this upcoming weekend anymore either. He has most recently had a baby, and the late nights and all that kind of stuff have gotten to him. I mean, literally like over just a month old kind of thing. So we knew that it was going to be a little bit close. And as it got closer, we contacted the UFC just this past week and, said, let's see if we can reschedule that one. So, but in the meantime, when we were trying to make the plans for my husband to coach to, be with him, fly out there, and the hardest part is all the quarantine protocols between the two camps. But everybody between the UFC and Bellator was looking to work with us. But thankfully, that problem got kind of sidetracked, so we don't have to really worry about that.
Fair enough. And obviously, speaking of Knoxville MMA, there's a teammate, Noah, that's going to be on your banner. Can you tell the people that are watching this a little bit more about that situation and why you have him on your banner and you're promoting him this week?
Yes, thank you for asking. Anybody who sees his name, Noah Sleno, out there, Noah Nation Foundation, I'd really appreciate it if you went up. I don't care if you like me or don't like me or however it is, but there's some people who are out there, and I might tear up, so give me a second, who are fighting literally for their lives. He's 6 years old in the hospital with his second bout of cancer. They thought he was in remission. I think there's 13 days they have until possible remission again for this one. And being so young, having to go through all this form of leukemia, I'm sorry. And his mom blogs every day about it. And so it's a very inspiring story to follow, but they definitely need prayers. They need blood. They have different donation things that you can do for kids that are in the similar boat. They call it the worst club ever online but the kids, for pajamas and different things that they could use in the hospital that you can donate to. And I just want to say hi to Noah. Noah, you and your brothers, Dominic and Maddox, and your whole family, keep fighting. And as I go out there, I'm going to dedicate it to you. And I'm going to fight as hard as I can in hopes that, you can keep fighting too for as long as you can.
And Noah, know that the team at MMA Sucka is thinking about you and praying for you. Keep fighting. I know Taylor and all of these MMA fighters, they're able to stay healthy and be home. And you're fighting for your life, literally. So just continue to keep fighting, and we'll welcome you back home hopefully soon.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, and their family has a trip planned to go to Disney in 19 days, and so they're just trying to see if they're going to be able to get out of the hospital to go. A lot of the doctors had said, still go, he needs that. So we're just, saying their prayers they get to go to Disney and do all that. But thank you, everybody. I mean, we're all fighters. We love what we do, but there are some people out there fighting for bigger stakes than we are.
That's right. Moving to a little bit more lighter note, can I ask you a favor?
Yes.
So my mom, you're from Sevierville, Tennessee. You're living in Sevierville. My mom's absolute favorite place in the world is Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg. I know she's watching. So can you just sort of give me a little bit of an inside scoop on maybe some of the less touristy destinations that the next time we go up there, she should check out?
Yes. Okay. I have two. And actually, two of them happen to be my sponsors and stuff like that. And you guys get my number when we're off screen and everything. And the next time you come into town, you can look us up. You can come train, and I can even show you around. But the Ridge RV Outdoor Resort, it's kind of brand new. It's an upscale RV place, but they have all these tiny homes and little glamping tents and all that stuff. It's super cute. They have a little fishing pond on it that they've made. It's kind of one of the best kept secrets so far, but it's a mile down from Dollywood. It's right off the main strip, so it's a perfect place to stay. You're close enough to everything. That's somewhere you have to hit up. The Brick and Spoon, it's kind of on the main area, but it's got the best brunch and breakfast stuff. So those are two of, whenever I go for a run and train, I'll go sit there by myself afterwards. They've got just healthy but fun foods from different places. It's not your typical just fried stuff. So those are two of my big ones. And then Country Cascades, at the hotel there. It's right on the main strip. It's one of my favorite places too, just because it's in the heart of everything. So it might not be, a super insider tip, but those are really good ones. Although if you're going to go to Dollywood, here's a tip. Go on Sundays typically, or if you go during the car shows, everybody's at the car show. So Dollywood and all those places are empty. So those are some of the little insider trading tips I have.
That's good to know. I'm sure she'll appreciate it. And
oh wait, can I give one more?
Sure.
Okay, there's a place, I don't know if she's been there, it's called the Wild Plum Tree Tea Room. It's kind of closer to Gatlinburg. It's just adorable. It's up in the woods. The waitresses wear old-fashioned stuff. The menu changes every day. It's kind of one of those tucked away places that you can find if you know how to Google it and everything, but you got to hit that place up. It's pretty cool too.
Definitely. She'll be watching. She'll be looking them all up as soon as the video uploads. So, like I said, it's her literal favorite place on earth. So
that's awesome. Well, yeah, if you guys are in town, you come down and look me up, okay?
Sure. Before I let you go, I know you mentioned a couple of your sponsors, but are there any sponsors or any other people that you want to shout out or thank or anything before we
I've
wrap
got my
up?
list in front of me, and if you don't care, I am really quick. If your mom, when you guys are in Sevierville, if she does get injured or anything, the Welke Urgent Care, those doctors take care of you super fast and really well, so I highly recommend them. The fight doctors, they are people who keep us healthy. When as fighters, you don't really make a whole lot of money, but the requirements sometimes for MRIs and physicals and stuff can really add up. They do it at cost, if anything, just because they are big supporters of the sport. So I give a big shout out to them. Frankie's Body Shop in Knoxville. It's just best place for strength and conditioning, in addition to obviously all of our trainers at KMA. But I love it. One more I'll just throw out there right now, Fancy Paws. One of my best friends and dearest friends who's going to be here this weekend. She's like a world-renowned dog groomer. That one's in Minnesota, but she's fun to follow on Instagram and all those places. And just really quick, Cotton Eye Joe's in Knoxville. That's a fun place to go dancing and everything. Total Ascent Wear and the Phoenix Rising Designs. They helped design my walkout gear. So go look all them up too.
Oh, before we wrap up, I just remembered. You over the weekend, you are a brand new Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt. So congratulations.
Yes, I am. Thank you very much.
So that has been Taylor Turner. She fights, like I said, this coming Friday at UFC 271. Brand new Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt. Taylor, thank you for your time and good luck.
Thank you, sir.